welcome to ServiceNow Mastery Series. So, in today video, we are going to learn the new phase of ITIL. We have already learned the three phases of ITIL. That is service strategy, service design, service transition, and into this video, we are going to learn about our next ITIL phase, that is service operation and continuous service improvement. So let's deep dive into it. Service operation, right? Yeah. So the service operation phase is concerned with ensuring that services operate within agreed parameters when service interruptions do occur. Service operation is charged with restoring service as quickly as possible and with minimizing the impact to the business. Service operation, any of the so into the service operation phase. So uh, into the service operation phase, it is ensured that the service operates within the agreed parameters, and whenever the service interruptions occur, so we have to quickly restore the services quickly as possible and with the minimizing impact to the business. So we have to keep in mind that the business of the customers will not get any impacted on the service disruption. And into the service operation, the business value is like it ensures that the services are operated within the expected performance parameters, restoring services quickly in the event of service interruption, minimize the impact to the business, provide a focal point for communication between users and the service provider organization, right? And the things which comes under service operation is service operation and its functions include the event management, incident management, request fulfillment, problem management, and access management. Service operation means the operations which we are going to give after our product is already gone into the live environment, right? After the service transition has been done, service strategy, service design, all of the phases of ITL has been done. At last, we have to provide the service operation to the customers. Incident management, we have already discussed incident management to restore the normal service operation as quickly as possible whenever any of the bug or issues are come and faced by the users. So they told us to raise the incident, and we raise the incident according to the impact and priority in service now. So incident management is basically to restore the service operation ASAP. It deals with the unplanned interruption to the IT services or the reductions in the quality. Failure of the configuration item that has not impacted a service is also an incident, right? If any of the configuration item failure happen and which has not impacted a service, but it also considered as an incident. Next is the request fulfillment, to provide a channel for users to request something. For example, if the customers are going to submit a service request, then to fulfill that request, to work on the RITM is also a part of service operation. And to create the problem management, when we are going to create, if the issues comes, if the occurs again and again, then we are going to create a problem management to find the root cause analysis. Access management part is also there, to grant access to any of the application, either it's an access or the read access, we are going to provide to customers. So it also comes into the service operation part. Next and the last is the continual service improvement. It is very much important. Is about the alignment and realignment of the services, processes, function, etc. with changing business needs. At every time, we can't make sure that the application which we have developed all of the time, all of the years, it will remain the same? No, right? The functions, the properties might get changed at every time, because we are going to do some of the sprint changes on every 10 to 15 days. We are going to implement the sprint changes, the new functions into our application. So for that, with the changing business needs, we have to be ready with it. We have to be aligned with the changing business needs. It is also concerned with the consistent application of quality management methods to the overall service management effort. What does the continuous service improvement involves? That we are providing customers to to make sure that we are providing improvement services to the customers. CSI involve it ensure that the services, processes, and other aspects of service management effort are aligned. It ensures that the services meet agreed levels of performance, that the efficiency cost of service delivery improves steadily, ensures that all aspects of the service management effort undergo regular and consistent reviews. Whatever the service management we are providing to customers, it also undergo the regular and consistent reviews by the customers, right? So the ITIL framework principles is like, what is the vision, business vision, mission, goals, and objective. What all the tasks we are performing in ITIL, it's basically vision, mission, and the goals are, we have to align with the business, we have to align with the customer needs. Where are we now? Baseline assessments. Where do we want to be now? Measurable targets. How do we get there? Services and process improvement. Did we get there? Measurement and metrics. How do we keep the momentum going? Right? So this is the loop that we have to keep the momentum going. What is the vision? Where are we now? How do we, where do we want to be now? Then how to get it there? Did we get there? So all the measurable targets, service and processes, this is the loop. Next is the 7-step improvement process. So the 7-step improvement process is identify the mission, vision, tactical goals, and operational goals of the customer. Define what you should measure, what you have to measure, as said by the customers, what you are going to measure. Define what you can measure. You have to define to customer that okay, I have to measure this, but I can measure this. Gather the data, who, how, when, integrity on the data. On what the data you have to perform the measures, gather the data. Next, provide the information, process the data, frequency, format, system accuracy, analyze the data trends according to the plan, if the targets are met or not, if the direction or the actions are right or wrong. Then provide the knowledge, present and use the information assessment to the in front of the customers, or the action plan. Next is implement the correct action plan. This is very much important. Next, you will get wisdom. This is a cycle which is going on in the improvement process. So you can make this cycle use in the continuous service improvement. So this is also the summary part. Summary slide you can use. Service strategy applies to support strategy, services to be provided, financial planning. You can tell service design, inside the service design, application profiling, operating model and processes, service catalog like SLN, OLA. So it's the service operation workspace, tools and team structure, service transition planning, KT. knowledge transition for existing portfolios and new services, service validation, operation handbook. Service operation means creating the incident, creating problem record, change request, availability and performance monitoring, incident problem and the service request. So the change request comes in under the service transition. I'm sorry for that. The service operation comes under like service request, problem incident creation, continual service improvement, create service and process improvement. So these are 7 steps of improvement process. Last is legacy AVM versus ITIL versus AVM managed services catalog. So the traditional AVM is application production support, L not L1, bug fix and enhancement. But the ITIL provides so many of the features to the customers such as service portfolio management, financial demand management, and the managed services catalogs, governance and services. All these are the uh, characteristics which is provided to the customers by ITIL framework. So as you can also see the ITIL aligned AVM managed service catalog. So application monitoring, batch monitoring comes under the operational services. Then specialist services also can be provided to customer by ITIL. Enhancement services, production support services. So all these services you can also go through it. So I think ITIL, what is ITIL and why ITIL is very much important, what all the ITIL phases are there and what comes under each of the ITIL phases, you have a very good knowledge on all these topics. So stay tuned, we will come with our next video in which we are going to do some scripting in ServiceNow personal developer instance. So till then, stay tuned with me, hit the like button, subscribe my channel. Bye.